Hello people that in the house are doing. Today I was in Bombay, as you've seen in my last three videos. Just to say, people are a bit confused why I said Bombay tiny towns. They probably were like, are you losing your mind, Adrian? No, I was looking at the work the Bombay tiny towns are doing. I'm Buddha's Budge tiny towns. So, people are a bit confused, but they do amazing work, like as you can see there from the houses they painted in that video, and the cat and the dog painted in too, which is really, really good for abandoned places that nobody's in them. And, to do that is just great. It's great for a community to get together and do that. And, they should be given full credit for it because they deserve the credit. There's a lot of work been put in. The town looks amazing. There's not a bit of rubbish around. It looks amazing. Everything's clean. Everything's tidy. And it's beautiful. In relation to, St. Mogue's secondary school, I have seen, I've pat them on the back. I really pat everybody in Bombay on the back, because everywhere you look in Bombay, every sign says save our school, save our future. And that's something. So cars going through Bombay, they get the message too, along with the politicians. Because it's good to tell the wider people going through, passing through, that this school is under threat, this part of the community is under threat. Without even consulting the school, they just decide to get rid of it. Or even consult anybody in the community, just get rid of it. And that's what the government's like in this country, sadly. And I was talking to a few locals. I was recognised a few times. Me bucking it bucking it at one stage. Somebody was like, "You Mr. Logan," and I was like, "Oh damn, who's this for?" But yeah, it was all good. It was all really good. The only thing they really said was a few people. I didn't go looking for anybody, to talk to. A few people came looking for me. Because they were like, but somebody with a Buddha's Budge hat, who's this young fella? Oh, he's that fella from Buddha's Budge, right? Fair enough. Let's go over and talk to him for a few minutes, which was great. I was happy to talk to people, because I did feel awkward, kind of holding around the camera, nobody with you or anything like that. And obviously, as you seen in the video, when I was around the workhouse of Bombay and the GA ground, the guards were past me, and after I finished that video, the guards were like, "Is everything okay, Mr. Logan?" Because the guard knew me. And I was like, as soon as he went past me, he was like, "I know that guard." And he was like, "Why are you in this part of the country?" Because I was not there in a year. And he was like, "Do you want a lift anymore?" Which was very nice of him. He didn't have to turn the car around to see was I okay and everything. It was very nice of him to see was everything okay. And I said, "No, thank you." And obviously he was off on his journey. And I made a joke about him killing time. But should the guards want here, have a laugh at it then. And then I called him the council, but then again, and then he was like, "I don't want to book you now," because that's a big insult if he calls him the council. But then again, but on a good note, at least the guard station in Mumbai is going to be open. At least there's some kind of positive to take out of it. Because that's the three people I was talking to there. At least they said they wouldn't supposed to put it very goodly. They're taking away one service and they're bringing in another service, and they're taking away the school and they're bringing in the guard station. Like can they not just keep the two going? And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any. There's no logic at all with it. And so it's be good to have a Gouda station. It's good to have a Gouda presence around your village or town. It's good to have a station in your town. You feel a little bit more safer. And I would hopefully, please God, to find a solution to say they won't have to close it. Please God, they won't have to close it. Because I was saying, this is something that it shouldn't have been let get this far. It should have been nipped in the bud. The department, Joe Husak, the Minister for Education, signed off and he said that's fair enough. Get rid of this school. I don't want it anymore. Which was totally out of place. And he never went down, to talk to the locals. He should have got up his big fat ass, and his big wallet too. He's Donegal, isn't it? Donegal, he's elected area. Yeah, he should have got up his big fat ass in Donegal, and came down the cavan, and said, find the issues out, find out how important that school is in that community, because it is very important. The people, everybody I spoke to, first thing, St. Mogue's school, and they were dead right. And I was talking to them about it, and they were like, it's not guaranteed the teachers that are there now are going to get a job in the new school. And that's what they said too. So they could lose out on teachers, and some of them could move off to Australia, which wouldn't really surprise me, to be honest. And I wouldn't really blame them, to be honest too. If they're going to be kicked out of the school that they've been there for a long, long time. And the people, and there's one parent said one of them has a child in the school, The people that are going to suffer the most is the students, because they have to get up, get on a bus. No matter, I don't know what it's going to be. They have to get on a bus or get a car lift, to Ballyconnon, because that's what they need. They're going to combine 2 schools into one. They save money, obviously, but as they say, for the pension, for the TD's pensions. But it is, the people that are going to suffer the most is the students, because they're happy to be in Bombay. They're happy to live in they'll be going to school in the local area. And obviously they can, go to the houses after and everything there. And if they have to get on the bus, that's going to take it away. If they have to go into Ballyconnon to school. And it doesn't make any sense. And it's there a long time now, say Mogs and say Brickens and Belturbet. There's no way in hell that any government can justify closing them down. Like, there's no justification at all. There's no justification. Because, they can cut a few of the TD's salaries, to be honest. But please God, and I really, really hope and I really pray that it doesn't have to come to that, to have to close it. Because I seen the campaigns, I seen the posters, I was talking to people. One person the 3 people I was talking to, and they were very active, and they knew straight away who I was as soon as I went down. But I have to say, being very polite to me, very genuine to me, and offering me tea and everything. Some of them very nice to them, they have to. And they even said to me, I didn't have to come down. I didn't have to get up off my chair and go out. Like, I didn't go down till late. It was about 2 o'clock in the day when I went down. After I was finished Tidy Towns and everything like that. And, I took that time out of my spare time to go down. And which they really appreciated, because, I took the time out of my day to go out down and, chat to locals and to see what's happening on the ground. Which was great. It was great to chat to them 3 people. And obviously, that one of them asked, when's the council station going to be open? Because I would have a bit of knowledge inside the council. And mostly, it's probably going to be the summertime. I'm going to say it will probably be the summertime. There will be probably 3 or 4 guards probably based there. But, we're good to have them around for that area. So, especially with the Quinn Industrial, things happening again. It's happening again, would you believe? But yeah, just to say to people, please support this cause. If you're going through Bombay, beep the horns past the school, show them the support that they need. And, say if you see Joe Husak, the Minister for Education, now the Minister for Education, whoever's the next Minister for Education, don't you worry, I'll be annoying him. Or her, it depends on who it is. But if you see him, tell him I said I want to have a word with him. If he does get in again. If he doesn't get in again, then he can go jump the lake. Fair enough. But yeah, really nice town. I really had great fun. Having a bit of wandering around, seeing everything going on. And thank you for that. Thank you for the people of Bombay for offering me tea and biscuits, and it's very kind. It's really very, very kind of you. And it was a pleasure to come down. It's a pleasure to come down and see how everything was going down. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.